Hey, welcome to this training today. My name is Patrick, and today we're going to be talking a little bit about something that I started implementing not long ago. And I mean, the results are pretty good. I think it's a little bit underrated, but I might be wrong, but I think a lot of people do not use it, whereas a lot of people use it. And it's got a lot of power. And, the funny thing, it's free. You don't have to pay for it. You don't have to, like spend a lot of money on it. You see, when I started trading, I thought I needed a lot of indicators and stuff to kind of like help me get better at my trade. But you see, the biggest problem I had was relying on indicators. There are no holy grail indicator. The holy grail indicator you have is yourself. So I wish someone told me that earlier on when I started trading. I would have, my success would have really like sped up. But no one told me that. So I tried a lot of indicators, but my results were shit. Then I realized there's something wrong. So I had to go back to my books. I had to study really hard and I started seeing different results. So I tried a lot of styles, I tried a lot of systems, and now I've got a system which I've shared in one of my courses, but I don't want to get into that. But today we're going to be talking a little bit about the golden cross and the dead cross. These are like, some things that the confluence they happen in the market from time to time, and whenever they happen, it's a major sign that something really great is about to happen. There's a buy or sell market coming up. So we're looking at the weekly time frame for the pound yen. So this is one of my favorite pairs. Like I swear by the pair. So I like to use something that I trade, so I understand them a lot. So we're going to be talking about the simple moving average. So the simple moving average, it's an indicator that I think it's a little bit a lagging indicator. It's not 100%, but nothing is 100% in trading. But it's a very phenomenal indicator that if you start implementing it with alongside other things you're using, you would really see sort of changes. I've seen a lot of changes in my results, so I can verify that. So I'm going to introduce you to two different moving averages that I use, sometimes three, but I think two is like the main one. So we've got the 50 period moving average, which is a very powerful one as well. And then we also got the 200 moving average. I would pop them in here. So this is not like a beginner's training. So if you're just getting into Forex and not sure what you're doing, this might not really be for you. But if you're already trading and you want to change your results and see something really better, I think this might be something good for you. So I start with the 200 moving average first, and I just shove that in. You see, the way the moving average works, if you already know how it works, once the prices are above the moving average, we're in a bullish trend. Like right now, as you can see, we are in a bullish trend because this is a weekly time frame. So if it comes below this one, then there's a problem. We're in a bearish trend. So it's a pretty like a trend line, but then with a lot of curves, as you can see. So so this is a weekly time frame. We know we're in a bullish trend. So I also like to bring in the 50 period moving average as well. That is another really powerful tool as well, powerful time frame to use as well. I'll quickly change the color and just for formality's sake, I just leave it on red. So we've got the 50, which is red here, and then we've got the 200, which is the turquoise color here. So as you can see, what I'm going to introduce you today is called the dead cross and the golden cross. It's a phenomenal concept. That means when we have the 50 crossing over to the moving average, which is the 50 becomes above and the 200 comes below. So we can say that is a golden cross. But if it comes this way, the 50 comes below the 200, we call that a dead cross. And that's like a major sell signal. But for a golden cross, it's a major buy signal. So this is the weekly time frame. I would flip through like a smaller time frame and then we can start looking for some sort of dead cross and golden cross. Because I take my trades on the 4 hours and the 1 hour. Just flip through that now and let's see if we have something to play with. So today I'm not going to really go deeper into simple moving average and all this stuff, but I'm just going to introduce you to a concept called the golden cross or the dead cross. So if you can remember our 50 period moving average, was the red one here, and then the 200 one was the darkest color here. So just watch. I said when it crosses through this and goes below the 200, it means that is a dead cross, and it means there's a massive sell signal coming through. And we don't know when that signal would happen, but as long as the price stays below that moving average, then it means this is still really, really valid trade. I don't just place trade via just moving average. I have other systems and other checks that I go through before I can just place a trade. But just watch here. We had this dead cross here, and the market rallied up just for formality's sake. As usual, the market rallies back to that zone. And when you see this moving average, don't I don't want you to treat this like a line or just one straight curved line moving around. This is a zone, so you could as well see all this area as a sell or buy zone. Depends on where the market is like resisting from or getting support from. So right now we feel like we broke through here with a sharp break, and then we closed below the same 200 moving average. That's like a very powerful sign saying that we might be going down pretty soon. And guess what happened? Once we had that cross, we had this really rally just to scale a lot of people out. But if you know this secret that I'm giving you now, you know this system, you're just going to pay attention to what's happening in the market. As long as we stay below this is still a valid dead cross. And guess what? Probably you sold from here because we had this break back, and voila, you made almost roughly around 576 points. A lot of people might not hold their trade that long, but as you can see, the market was trending downwards. Even though we had this rally, he held around this same zone. Remember, do not treat this as a single line or a curve. Just treat this as zones, because once you start having the idea that all of these are zones with other kind of indicators or whatever style of a trading style that you use, you can start getting like really good trades. That is for the dead cross. We will do another example for. Okay, let's do the golden cross. So the golden cross is for a buy signal. So as we can see, the 4 hour time frame, we have a 50 period moving average crossing through the 200 moving average. This is a phenomenal concept that once you understand how to utilize this in your favor, you're gonna just see you're gonna be blown away. Like literally, when I found out about this, I was really blown away. So just watch the 50 crosses through, and we had this rally here. Like for me, I always wait for a retest. This is like a massive strong support, like a zone that I'm just going to pay attention to. If I've done my homework well or whatsoever, I am going to tell you that I can guarantee you that I'll probably be in this trade when it happened. So just watch. We tested this zone once, tested it twice, and tested it 3 times, even the fourth time before we had that move. Guess what? We had a golden cross, the 50 crossing in an ascending order over the 200 coming up. And once you got in the trade here, maybe at your second test or the third test, you made around 400 pips. Like, mate, it's a really crazy concept that, once you can get it under your belt, study it, watch this video as much as you can. But I didn't want to make this video very long, just within 10 minutes below. But you get the idea of a dead cross and a golden cross. So, guys, as usual, if you're not sure where you are in your trading journey, I would be more than happy to, help you uncover that. So if you're new to my page, click the subscribe now button, and I always drop in content from time to time just to help some of my students. But if you're looking to get into forex really deeply and stuff, I think you should click the link below this video, and it will take you to our website where you can see some really, really great information and of high value that you could start using, and you can start changing your results. I believe that today's lesson is about dead cross and golden cross. You could take some time and study it out by yourself, but this is a quick example that I don't want it to be lengthy. I just want you to just practice what we just did, and you can start seeing good result. All right, guys, I will see you next week.